one. Good evening. Welcome. Hello. Yes, well, welcome to Monday night eModels live stream, eModels.co.uk. You've got to wave your finger. You go a one-stop shop for all your modelling needs. Yes, there's 3 of us at the moment. We're hoping Colin will be along shortly.
He's on his way. He's on his way.
Yes, so there's Foxx and Chris and me and him. And there we are, all together. Yes, yeah, it's a bit of a strange one this week because we weren't on last week because it was bank holiday, and next week's a bank holiday, so we won't be on then either. So yeah, we'll make it worth your while tonight. We'll do stuff.
Wait,
yeah,
I've still got restraining orders. I've got to be careful.
Yes, but welcome to the modelling channel that doesn't really talk about modelling. Yeah.
I've just noticed for some reason the picture's off to one side on the stream as well. So let me play around with that and try and fix that while you're talking. Don't worry about me.
Right. Yeah. So if we all disappear in a puff of smoke in a few moments, it's Chris's fault.
I don't know why that was like that. It wasn't earlier. I blame Ted, but you know.
Yeah. So with 2 weeks of things to catch up on. Hello, Colin. Colin's here.
Hello, folks.
Hello down there.
It's Colin.
Sorry, folks. I got engrossed in moving a cabinet, and I've kind of lost track of time. I do apologise.
It's like your way of saying you were pooping.
Yeah. So you dropped the cabinet, and it's now on a lady's foot, and she's stuck.
No, it's actually just on top of the unit there. It's,
right. So yeah.
You weren't trying to navigate that piano up those stairs.
Yeah, it was my lad that told me. He said your phone's vibrating. I went, what? I said, it's Monday, isn't it? And he went, yeah. I went,
that was me saying, you really?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm here. I do apologise, folks.
Yeah. But welcome, Colin. Welcome. It's better late than never. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We don't mind. Yeah. But this week, we're down to the usual things. It's all up to you lot in chat to keep us going and keep us talking about things and ask a question. You could ask. I know what we could do. We could do one of those. Either or things, couldn't we? People in chat could ask us either or, like pints or shorts.
Oh, good shout.
Yeah, bread or biscuits,
circuses,
that sort of thing. Yeah,
I knew there was something I hadn't done. Popped out the chat.
Yes. So and anyway, we're going to do a different belly and bench as well. I didn't tell you this about it because I just thought it up. We're like.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, huh?
This week's belly and bench is your fantasy belly and bench. What would you like to have in your belly at this moment? Whether it be something you've never had, a favourite meal or something like that. What's your favourite? Yeah, not what did you have for tea tonight, but what would you like for tea if you could have anything?
I think Ted's taken the spectrum.
You could throw something else. You could throw something else into that. Who would you have your fantasy meal with, and where would it be? The venue.
Keep it clean.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think Ted's been on the special pill tonight.
Yeah, we've got lots of things to talk about tonight, and we've only got an hour to do it. So you out in chat, hurry up and get on with it. Yeah, but in the meantime, I'll have a rest now, and we'll go over to Foxx and do the terms and conditions. They won't be very long, but yeah, you know the terms and conditions. Over the Foxx.
Don't be a spoon.
That's all you need.
Very quickly, if you are watching this and you can't see the live chat, it's all about being in chat. Welcome to the eModels show. Hello, all that usual stuff. If you want to join the live chat and carry on watching, click on the YouTube icon in the bottom right hand corner. It'll take you to YouTube where you can carry on watching, join the chat. Please be nice and friendly in chat. It's a family friendly show. Keep it clean. And please refrain from mentioning other model retailers. This is a show for eModels.co.uk, so don't discuss other model retailers in the chat. Thank you very much.
Cool.
And don't forget, of course, if you want to catch our attention, you can put your comment in big fat capital letters, or if you want to, you can click the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window and do a super chat. That way we can't possibly miss your comment. If we do miss your comment, we're old, we're rubbish, the chat's tiny on iPads and things. Bear with us, post it again a few minutes later and put it in capitals and throw things at Chris. It'll wake him up.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. It's simple as that. So yeah, Lynn Dipple. Lynn, is that tonight's tea, or is it what you would like? She says steak, baked tatter, and Dr Pepper, Texas style.
Fancy
Oh,
Cat
nice.
says, oh no, Ted's been thinking.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been thinking.
He's all revved up tonight. He's been quite like subtle over the last few weeks, but tonight he's all like.
This is
all
what
ideas.
happens when we leave Ted alone unattended for a period of time.
He's turned into Magnus Pike. Here we go. There we go.
There's a blast from the past.
He had a week off. That's what it is.
He's like Magnus Pike combined with Peter Snow. Here we go. On the swing.
I would add them to my meal list. My meal list would be Stephen Hawking, Carl Sagan, and Magnus Pike at the Ritz. You know, with a bit of tea, a bit of caviar, and a Portland steak. Just shooting the breeze about space and all of that lot, you know.
I would be. I don't know about the food because I'll eat anything, so there's no real dream.
Yeah,
food.
the
I'll eat
company
everything.
for me would be the key thing there.
Carl Sagan.
Yeah.
And I've forgotten his name. Oh. I'll come back to you when I remember.
He's not going to come then if you've forgotten his name.
Carl Sagan and Richard Feynman. And,
Yeah.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, my waitress would be Kira, but we won't go into that.
Yeah, I think my favourite meal would be shellfish, big shellfish on lettuce and sort of lemon and things like that.
Sophisticated.
And the people I would have and the meal with would be Spike Milligan, Eric Morecambe, and who was the other one? Spike Milligan, Eric Morecambe, and I think I forgot who the third one was. I'll think of him in a minute. Yeah.
Peter Sellers,
No, Bob Monkhouse.
Bob Monkhouse.
Because he could just
Yeah.
think of something and he would make a joke out of it. Yeah,
That's a
was it.
cool choice, that too.
Yeah.
Of course, I would also have you three there as well.
I was going to say my choice would be obviously you three guys, and we'd have whatever you want because you know.
Oh, Chris.
And of course, everybody in chat as well. They're all welcome to come along and,
Yeah,
and
Chris-
watch.
Chris
They
would go
can't
out
join
and
the
get some
table. They
big
can sit around
KFC.
the edge and watch.
I think he's trying to work his way up to being Mama Fox's favourite again by saying that. Yeah.
I've decided my food. It'd be a Japanese teppanyaki with the guy making the food in front of us. Proper
Nice.
Japanese
Yeah.
teppanyaki chef there, juggling the rice and stuff.
Would you have the puffer fish?
No, I wouldn't have the fugu because that just no.
Be
I'm
good,
not that
would it?
brave / stupid. I don't want anything that's potentially going to kill me.
Yeah, Sarah Jane says her fantasy meal would be all the food, followed by a never-ending bottle of Malibu.
Here's the thing then. Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that everyone has their crave food, as in there's one food that it may not be the nicest food, but you just want to sit there and shovel it in constantly, and you crave it sometimes irrationally. And for me, it's like beef stroganoff, because it's small bits of beef and the rice and the mush, and it's like and sometimes when I'm sitting there hungry, I'm like I could just have a bucket of beef stroganoff. Right.
I don't know. I like food, but
Which is good.
when you see some of these shows like Man versus Food and things, when they bring out a plate that's like 7 foot across and filled to the brim,
Yeah.
that just puts me off.
Yeah, it's too much, isn't it?
Yeah. It'd be like I'd like a normal sized portion of that. That would be fine, thank you. I'd enjoy that. But bring me too much of it, and it's just like I just no.
Yeah,
But what are
it no
your
longer
irrational
becomes-
craving foods? What when you just have that moment of I need this? What is it? Like me, it's beef stroganoff.
My go-to food, if anything choice, would just be burger.
Yeah.
I like
Something
a nice
simple.
burger.
What about you, Cole? What would your craving
Beef,
food be?
beef pot noodle.
Heathen. Ted, what would? We'll just I said food. We know that's not food.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'd go back to my original, what I mentioned originally. That would be seafood. Yeah.
I think you upset Fox by saying pot noodle. And you chose the wrong pot noodle, and it kicked Fox out.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
See what you did? You made me think, and I've got to reset all my. I've got to jiggle all my buttons again now.
Oh, bless you.
Darn it.
Well, I see Gemma's, and she's being an easy leader to keep. She just wants fish finger sandwiches and cups of tea. So,
Yeah, she did say a little while ago that she's already run out of tea that I made her earlier, so I've got to make her tea again later. So yeah.
So we know what Chris is doing after the show: fish finger sandwiches and cups of tea. Where
It
are
was
we?
your fault, Wilkinson.
Yeah, blame fully accepted, mate, and I'll do it again. Beef pot noodle if he falls out again.
Internet. I love you, Blakey.
Yeah, go get you, butler.
Butler, that's it.
I get you, fat
I
battler.
got it wrong and I killed the joke. Never mind.
That's all right, mate. It's normally me that kills the joke.
And that I know. You know, explaining the joke means.
It means it's the death, doesn't it, for the joke?
Yeah. I do hate it when I make a really clever joke and then someone doesn't get it and says something.
Oh, mate, you could tell your best one-liner.
Simon
And you
Reynolds
get a
is terrible
room
for
full of people that it just goes over their head, and you're sitting there chewing your bench, giggling like a 5-year-old. They're all looking at you going, and
Yeah, right. Well, while people are thinking of what they want to eat, what they would like to eat, and who they'd like to eat it with, and some either/or questions, we'll go across to Colin and we'll do some of his things.
Fester's Factoid.
Has he got them ready?
Fact-
Because he was late. He
factoids.
might not have them ready.
I have got them ready, Chris. Whilst you've been yattering, I've been sitting here with my mouse loading it all. Yeah. Anyway, folks, yes, Fester's Factoid. On this day in 1990, the $2.5 billion Hubble telescope with an H was deployed in space from the Space Shuttle Discovery into an orbit 381 miles above Earth. It was the first major orbiting observatory named in honour of an American astronomer, Edwin Powell Hubble, with an H.
Hubble.
It was 7 years behind schedule and nearly $2 billion over budget. Yeah, why are we not surprised? And then obviously they had to correct all the optics and that, because they done a really good job of making the mirror, didn't they?
As Shakespeare would have said, hubble, hubble, mirror trouble.
Yeah, they kind of.
See what I did
I did. They kind of messed it up a little bit.
Do you think there was a little mark on it and somebody got their hanky out of the pocket? Like,
Yeah, when
Spit on it.
and it just we got
Apparently,
some.
it was the company that ground the lens that actually got a mirror that got the mirror slightly wrong.
Oh yeah, didn't they grind a bit too deep in several places
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
like-
Something bizarre, wasn't
Like
it?
billionths of a nanometer. Wrong.
Yeah.
It was just like made everything a bit funky.
Thinner than one of Fester's airs, mate. That's how thin it was. The
So they had to give it an
intolerance.
upgrade to basically give it glasses, give it a corrected lens.
Yeah, set of them.
Yeah.
Got some births for you, folks. Oh, well,
Here we go.
oh. First one, we got a French-born US astronomer. And it,
here we go. Stand
yeah,
by
here we
for-
go.
Here one.
I'm going for this one. It's a bloke called Gerard Henri with an H, the Vaucouleurs. Yeah, him, whose pioneering studies of distant galaxies even contributed to knowledge of the age and large-scale structure of the universe. He produced 3 reference catalogues of bright galaxies in 64, 76 and 91. There you go. Nice easy one to start with, that was, wasn't it, eh? Because
French is always easy.
Oh,
because yes, folks, we've got a Russian mathematician for you.
I'm Russian then.
And his
Grace.
name, yeah, Chris, you might want to for this one, mate. There's a lot of Scrabble letters in this bad boy. His name, folks, is Andrei Nikolaevich Kolomenogorogov.
I like when it like just stops in the middle.
Yeah, it was just to get my composure. Whose basic postulates.
What, sorry?
Yeah, his basic postulates for probability
that one.
theory have continued even, God, really, to be an integral part of analysis. I must get my eyes done. This work had diverse applications, such as his study of the motion of planets. There you go. So that
I
one,
had postulates once, but they wore off in the end.
oh,
The ground away.
God. We got another one. We got another Russian mathematician, folks. called Pavel Sergeyevich Alexandrov or Alexandrov, and he was a Soviet mathematician who made important contributions to the field of topology, study of related physical or abstract elements that remain unchanged under certain distortions. Oh God, should we have some deaths? Because
Yeah, that'll cheer us up.
Deaths, says Colin.
Oh God, Bennett.
Deaths is Finnish and Swedish. Yay!
We got some deaths for you, folks. Let's get that off me canister. First up, we've got an American marine geologist called Francis Parker Shepard, who studied submarine canyons, oh nice, coastal processes and features, submerged deltas, and sea level changes. Oh wow, interesting field of expertise, wasn't it? We got a German archaeologist called Wilhelm Dorp.
Yeah, you can't get away with that.
Yeah, Dorkfield, because it's got one of those. I don't know how you pronounce that, but anyway, if I did, I'd get it wrong. Who was the first to study the construction of ancient Greek theatres. He worked with Ernst Curtius as a member of an excavation team at the Olympia site in Greece.
Was that over a U?
Yeah, he worked. Oh God, he excavated the Mycenaean Palace at Tyrannus, Greece. There you go.
Yeah, was the umlaut over a U?
Yeah.
That makes it oo.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh.
As in Mueller.
As in typhoon.
We've now got a French mathematician.
Has he got a bit of that or a bit of that?
He's got a little bit of an angular over the E. Simeon.
That was piercing.
Sorry, mate. Simeon Dennis Poisson. Poisson.
Hi, I'm Dave Poison.
Yeah, who's known for his work on definitive integrals, advances in Fourier series electromagnetic theory. This is going really well, isn't it? And probability, the Poisson distribution. There you go. And
I tried studying electromagnetic once.
that is pretty much as I can take, folks. So there you go. That's your facts, your births, and your deaths of the
Yeah,
week.
that makes it an
Really nice to know that your pronunciation still hasn't improved. Which makes
Yeah,
it all the
I
more
am the guy that is teaching me the correct pronunciation of everything down there.
yeah,
I think I need to sack him, mate.
Yeah, but the
Pronunciation.
mispronunciation makes it all more enjoyable, Colin.
Absolutely, because Foxx is educating me on this.
I get
and
the
keep
impression he's deliberately doing it
mispronunciating
wrong.
Things.
Anyway, the chat has been moving on while we've been doing that, and I've gone back in chat. And Primetime Modelling says his fancy meal would be a Chinese banquet with Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and Leonard Nimoy.
Oh, good shout!
Yeah, a bit of James Bond and a bit of Star Trek to throw in. Yeah, see, I knew he was out of Star Trek.
Yeah.
What
Smashing.
else?
like a nice bit of shumai, please.
God, it's like he's in the room, isn't it? That's uncanny.
It's
that was.
Uncanny. No cans
Anders
were involved
Ericsson.
at all.
Yeah.
Anders says his fantasy meal is a huge barbecue buffet with steaks and ribs. Guest for the meal would be the present King of Sweden. Rumour tells he's very good at telling stories.
I have to
good
apologise if you hear a rumbling sound. It's my belly. My belly is rumbling like an Atlantic storm, and it's very
just think it's nearly barbecue time, isn't it?
Oh,
I've already smelt the first barbecue of the season. Somebody was having a barbecue out the back.
It's
the
the
other
first
day.
barbecue of the season.
Richard's fantasy meal: large rump steak, peppercorn sauce, and the trimmings. Dinner guests would be Murray Walker, Damon Hill, Jensen Button, and Nigel Mansell. Good shout.
I do like a nice one.
Yeah, good shout.
That'd be good.
Mark
Yeah,
Shellart
so-
says, was the mathematician constipated in trying to work it out with the pencil?
He may well have been.
Oh, the classics.
Yeah, so don't forget, folks. Yeah, if you've just joined us, we're doing fantasy meals tonight, not Billy and Benj. Fantasy meals, and who would you have it with?
Yep.
And also, if anybody could think up of any of those either or questions for us, we'll try and get through.
I've got an evil raw: chicken and mushroom, or beef and tomato.
Oh, beef and tomato all day
I lost
long.
my audio there for a minute. It was weird.
You mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
I thought someone would have trouble with his ears.
Yeah, I'd have beef and tomato because I don't like them anyway. But
Yeah, well done. Glad to see that
I've written down your answers. I've stored them. I've made notes. I'm writing a list.
your name will go on the list. What is
It'll
your
be
name?
there. It'll be Mum. They're all conspiring against me.
I thought it's so he could order them for us for Christmas.
Yeah.
Remember last time you did that, you ended up with a tray.
Oh
full of
yeah.
pot
Someone
noodles,
sent me a tray of 12 beef and chicken and mushroom, even pot noodles.
and
It
you
was
enjoyed
funny.
every single one of them.
I ate them all. Yeah,
It would be interesting to combine a beef and a chicken pot noodle into one.
that may have happened.
Oh, what was the end result?
I'd done it in a
Beef
bowl,
and
didn't I?
chicken.
And it was a taste sensation, mate. I'd recommend it to
I
you.
may have to try it. I may
Yeah.
have to try it. See, I don't
Yeah.
mind the beef and tomato. I just prefer
Yeah,
the green.
do them individually and then throw them in a bowl and really give it a good old.
because
I,
you know,
I,
the
I
chicken
quite
and
like the
mushroom
sweet
is
and sour one
gorgeous.
on occasion.
Oh no.
Oh no,
That's
that's
Ponzi Southern nonsense.
that's
that.
cat litter. That is.
Yeah.
That's all pot noodles.
That's Daily Mail rubbish. You don't want that.
Yeah.
See, I do like the chicken and mushroom one is obviously like food from the gods, and the beef and tomato. Although I like it, it's still just heathen nonsense. But it's all right. It's just not as good as. Moving on. Fantasy meal. Fantasy meal says somebody that I've just forgotten who it was.
EC Idaho.
That's the one. Where's the comment gone? Fantasy meal. Alaskan king, at least an Asian then. Alaskan king crab legs and sides of T-bone steak and lobster's tail. But it
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
tell
I
us
can
who
go
you
with that.
want it with.
Yeah, that's a
Surf-
nice combo. That is.
Yeah, a bit
But-
of surf and turf there, wasn't it? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how about, instead of Alaskan king crab legs and sides of T-bone steak and lobster tail, how about an entire king crab, an entire lobster, and an entire T-bone steak? Would that not be better? Because that's
Oh, you
bits
mean
of things.
Yeah, but this gets down to portion size then, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's your fantasy meal.
Yeah, but
You have to assume you
you'd
can
want
eat it
it.
all.
You'd want it in a consumable quantity.
I just want it all.
There is questions being raised about Fox's attire.
Oh yes, it's in the wash.
Yeah.
Not
Because
dry.
it's not like he had last week off or anything.
I know.
So,
I always forget- I
it's
always
even
forget
been
that,
pointed
like,
out
crap, I
Colin
didn't
was
wash it,
late
and
and
then I
he's
put it
still
in the
dressed
wash.
properly. So
Absolutely. I was just about to read them out, Chris. Lynn's asking how comes Fox hasn't got his eModel shirt on. She said I run late and got mine on because, yeah,
I always
care.
forget that I need to wash it at the last. I always remember at the last minute and put it in the wash and hope it. No, I'm just rubbish at planning these things. You know what I'm like.
Yeah, we've got an either or. We've got one from Pete Rogers, Sally James, or Susie Quattro.
Sally James.
Sally James.
Sally James. Because
Yes,
I
I
don't remember Susie Quattro enough to. Put
Susie
Yeah.
Quattro had the leather catsuit, but Sally James had the fishnets with the old sailor bands round them for the ships she used to read
Yeah,
out. And
I think Susie Quattro, bit of a rocker. Sally James, a bit more class. So yeah, Sally James for me.
Speedy Q8 says something completely irrelevant, and Sarah Jane says chicken and mushroom is the correct answer.
can't see that, mate.
Sorry, Spid.
Keith said Colin's a true professional. Thanks, mate. Word I never thought I would see after my name.
Dan Kramer says only if the crab and the lobster were combating on the table Keiju style while I ate the steak. Ooh.
Paul D. Tommaso's got a question. If you had to give up one of your 5 senses, which would it be and why? I think me and Ted are on the way to hearing, aren't we, Ted?
Yeah, hearing's almost gone, if not has
Yeah.
gone. Yeah, so
I reckon I could do all right without smell.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
you wouldn't taste anything.
You'd taste less, but you'd still have taste. But
Probably wouldn't taste very much. You'd want to lose one that would mean you could carry on the rest of your life without any real impediment. So I'd probably
Yeah,
have
which
to
is
say-
going to be sense of smell or taste then, isn't it?
Couldn't do
Yeah,
without
but can
taste.
you imagine not being able to? Oh no.
Yeah, but
Probably
I'd
say-
rather be able to see and hear and touch things. So yeah,
No, I can't imagine not tasting. I'd have to say smell, or if it's a major sense, I'd have to say out of sight, hearing, and touch. I'd say hearing.
what do you mean a major
you don't wanna-
sense, as opposed to a sense of impending doom or something? What's a minor sense?
Yeah, it's a sense of impending doom.
No, like touch, sight, and hearing are very important. Whereas taste is nice, but it's not vital to survival.
He's so 1950s movies, and he
You
bless
know
him.
what I mean. One of the three major senses.
Dan Kramer says taste because he could then eat healthy things and not mind. Absolutely, it wouldn't taste like carpet tile, would it?
But you wouldn't know if they'd gone off.
Spid comes in with a fantasy meal. He would have a street food takeaway, followed by a bar hopping lash up, and a karaoke with Jackie Chan. Yeah, he
Good
says
shout.
it'd be a riot. Yeah, it'd be a bit of a fun. That. Yeah, that's a bit of a twist on it there, isn't it? Rather than just staying in for a meal, yeah, out for a takeaway, the bar hop, and then out on a lash, around a few bars and a karaoke. Well, sounds like a good night.
Mark Shellard says, "Can you touch your nose with your tongue?"
No. Yeah.
No. Well, no, so push my nose down.
Not without assistance.
No. I see stalls now. I've got wet beard.
Can you lick your own elbow?
No.
How can we find out?
I can't think of a way.
Can't believe I'm the only one that tried. You guys didn't even try.
No, I've tried once, knew I couldn't do it, and didn't want to sit there with a wet beard.
Yeah, but I gave the people what they wanted. See, audience, I care about your needs. These guys.
Yeah, I care about your needs, but didn't want to put my shirt on.
It's wet. I can't wear it if it's wet. It's not a wet t-shirt competition. I'd make people go.
Oh,
blind.
dear God,
You
no.
sat there with
Wow.
a wet beard.
It's a damp beard that I clear. I can't do much about a wet t-shirt.
Prime Time says, "Do I get a ding for finishing Phil's Folly, aka a moment in time diorama?" I would say yes, because it is an epic piece of work.
Keith says, "I would give up hearing." I said hearing.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I was just saying to Fox before we came on, Fox and Chris, that I'd phoned up the audiology unit today to find out where my hearing aids had got to, and I didn't hear.
Yeah. I find now when I take any calls and I have it on speaker, I have to have H sat there because she's my ears.
Interpret for you.
So, and it's just, it's so frustrating. It really is.
Dan's got a theory that there's a finite amount of sense, as in and/or IQ, divided amongst the species, and the higher the population, the thinner it gets spread. The scary thing about intelligence is, if you think about how stupid the average person you meet is, and then you realise that half of the population are worse than that.
Yeah.
And when you've worked with the population for 30 years, you know how thick they are.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
yeah.
When you've worked in customer service for 30 years, you really know.
I worked in retail and the chudometer was alive constantly. You know,
Here we
like,
go. There's the chudometer. Swing on. There you
How
go,
have
right
you
over the-
managed to get
Let's
this
swing it
far
to
in
that.
life?
Swing it
Yeah.
to
Just makes you wonder, doesn't it, how they get that far in life? Because it's like, really?
Yeah. And unfortunately, they breed.
Says Lynn Dipple. She put it in chat, so I have to read it out.
Moist. Right, it's about time we nipped across and did a what's in store.
We do, but Fox has got to find it again now because he fell out and lost it.
No, I've got the what's in store. Very quickly, Penny's Pit Stop says, "Evening all. Apologies for my lateness. Been trying to weathering with oils for the first time ever. Not going to win an award unless the award is for a really bad job, but hey ho, learning curves."
Learning curves are what it's all about.
That's
Oh,
what
hang
it's
on.
all about.
Keith says, "I finally finished the border model mobile wagon. Can I have my first ding?"
Oh, good shout.
Yeah, remember, folks, if you finish the thing,
You
Get
get
up
a
a ding.
ding.
God, you guys are slow on the mark.
Yeah, we've been chatting away so much we forgot about the finished thing. You get a ding.
Scale model Ninja has finished a 1/24th Revell Huey. So he gets a ding for that. The rest of it, Ross, what the trick is you do individual posts and you get more dings.
Yeah, so you only
So
get
you
one ding now for two
for
models.
that. Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah.
We
and
learn
it
by
works.
doing, Admiral.
Yeah.
Bit Star Trek, see, Star Trek, see.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on. Right, it's his turn. Oh, what's in store?
I've got to let me sort out. You talk for a minute while I sort out my sherry bit. Somebody else can do
Yeah,
the.
and I think last week people were answering. The week before last, people were already putting the answers in for what yours would be tonight, innit?
So yeah, somebody do all the talking while I'm sorting it out because I'm sorting things out.
All right. No, we were just sitting staring at you because you.
Yeah,
I'll
we
make
want
it
to
full
make you
screen while
feel
you
as
do it as well.
uncomfortable as possible for failing to sort it out.
We're just staring at you.
Can't see the button.
Keith says, "Thanks, Tez. He'll treasure that ding forever." Yeah, I tell you what. There we go. You can have a secret one. Yeah.
Is that your name now, Tez?
Uh,
Tez.
Penny,
Thanks, Tez.
Penny's pit stop. I finished cleaning my airbrush that I used 3 months ago. Can I have a ding? No.
Although if you've cleaned an airbrush from 3 months ago, that's a lot of hard work.
Yeah. I've been using airbrush as well today as well, spraying all the white things for the Titanic. All
Hang
the
on,
white
which one
things.
did you just ding, Ted?
What?
Who did you just ding? You gave a ding just then. Who was it for?
I can't remember.
Because there's a couple. There's Donald Mackenzie's finished a Mando,
Oh,
and Andy Preston's
Andy
finished.
Preston. I finished an Airfix Jaguar 420.
Yep.
Right.
Did you
Good
get
man.
Donald Mackenzie's? Was that what that one that you did? You
Uh,
finished a Mandalorian for a friend.
Oh,
I
yeah,
finished
just
it.
above it. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I finished the Mando.
You can't remember.
Yeah.
He'll just do it again.
Yeah, got it out. Yeah.
Get Ted on a
Oh.
forgetful moment. You'll get extra dings.
Uh,
Right, so yes, it's what's in store time. As always, I've got
There
not
we go.
always me, but as always, there are a selection of items in what's in store. I've gone through and looked at things that are available. It's a silly fun game where we used to give mugs away, but right now there are no mugs to give away, so it's just for fun. I'll go through a selection of items and fine items from the eModels.co.uk store, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs, and there will be a theme, very easy theme probably. You'll probably get it. The trick is that you wait and say nothing in chat until I come back after going through them all and say, what is the theme? Go. And the first person to get the theme correct wins absolutely
nothing.
exactly.
Da-da.
Now, we will deliver nothing instantly through our patented eModels vacuum tube technology. Ted, have you tested the tube with the test hamster?
I have tested the tube. I have retrieved the hamster. Everything is fine.
Excellent. Did it go?
It went.
Excellent. Good. Who did you send the test hamster to this time? Have you sent another one to Panzer? Because he's got about 7 of them
It
now.
goes. It's in a closed loop, so it just goes round. And
Yeah, like that.
yeah, that's it. The loop's closed, but whoever wins it, they have an opening just outside, and it drops out.
Gone. So make sure you have your patented eModels vacuum tube installed in your room of choice, otherwise it'll just end up splatting against a wall, and then the
Yeah,
hamster will be
otherwise
happy
it just
about
goes round and round in infinity and never gets delivered.
that. And then we just sell it on eBay. So there you go. But yes, welcome. What am I saying? Welcome for? Hello. Yes. So we should go through these. There's a number of items. There is the theme, but remember, if you put in chat what the theme is before I say to do the theme and what the theme is, you'll just get the finger of shame. Yes, you'll get the finger of shame. Now remember, we don't know how many of these are in stock, so there might be one, there might be 1,000 of them. So if any of these take your fancy, what you need to do is,
Slap it in your basket.
again, because we don't know how many are in stock, it's possible if there's one in stock and somebody else gets there before you and takes it out your basket and buys it, you're knackered. So make sure you.
I forgot.
It's not yours.
It's not yours till you chuck it out.
Yeah, I got that wrong, and then
Yeah, the lead up was wrong for that. That
Yeah,
was
so
intentional.
if
Yeah,
somebody else can pay for it first, even if it's in your basket. So make sure if you want something, you get it in there and get it checked out. Anyway, shut up, Fox. Right, we shall start off with the Masterbox 124th Yanis. I assume it's Yanis and not Lannis. At the edge of the universe. Now this is a kind of a series of character figures they do as kits. And I don't know if there's an actual story behind this, but there's a whole edge of the universe thing, and there are all these kind of weird little characters. There's obviously a storyline behind them all, but this is just one of them. So Masterbox do some really, really nice figures. So here we've got this rather funky looking. If I can move this without.
It's like a little gnome on stilts.
Yeah,
it's
he's
like
got
a little-
extender legs, isn't he? It's brilliant.
To
I
make
like
him
the
stuff.
vehicle in the background. It's very steampunky, isn't it?
Yeah, but it seems to be like a theme for all these different figures. I don't assume they do that vehicle, but they seem to have this storyline going on for these figures. And there's a whole thing behind it. But they do all these little figures. But I like this guy because he's just
Yeah.
he's got his little tools. He's like a dwarfy type. He's got his. Is that a pork pie? Is that? It's kind of a. Kind of a Heisenberg hat, kind of.
Yeah, it's Eisenberg, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not sure you can paint these in any colour you want, but I
You
quite
just
like
made
the
up
way they've
nonsense
done
pages,
it.
Jeff,
Yeah.
yeah.
Quite like the
Again, though, it's something, Ted, in it that's quite a desirable collectible in 24th scale. You can't argue
You
with
don't
that.
get the other two figures because they're separate kits. But
Yeah.
it is one of a series of kits. So remember, whenever you look on eModels, there's lots of. It'll put all the things like this on at the bottom. So if you ever want to see if there's more, scroll down. But that's
Quite an interesting range, that. I might have to go and have a perusal.
Yeah,
There's
if you
lots of
search for
ladies
at
and
the end of
characters.
the universe, you'll probably get a whole lot of them come up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's like a bar or something. But yes, anyway, so it's a lovely little figure. Masterbox do some great little figures. It's the Masterbox 124th Yanis. Only 11 quid.
Dan Kremer said that'll make a great character for a tabletop RPG.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's quite big. It's 124th, but it even if it's just, you're going to spend a few days just doing some figure
it
painting.
could be a
it's fun
giant.
figure painting.
Yeah, but if you've got like a Gaslands dio or something like that you're doing, a few of these characters with their quirky appearance and appendages would work well with it.
I don't know
As I
if
say, I
it's-
quite like the box art, how they've done him with a ginger beard and things like that. It looks
Yeah,
more...
well, it's proper like dwarf style.
Does
isn't
it remind you of a certain person who's doing what's in store, standing on the edge of the Warhammer world going, I'm a guru, you know?
You don't have a red beard.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, do you know
Do
who
you
I
know
am?
who I am?
Yeah. Where's the chicken and mushroom?
In my belly. Where it should be. So it's the Master. I've lost track of that one. It's the Masterbox 124th Yanis from the Edge of the Universe series. Lovely little 124 scale figure. So have some fun painting that.
Absolutely.
Next up, we have the Vallejo model colour set Nava Steam Era. Now, I don't know what Nava means, and I don't really know what makes these Steam Era, but it's a selection of colours. It says it comes with 16 colours. They have metallic brass, off-white, black, grey, pale grey, blue, light orange, yellow, ochre, sun yellow, red, dark blue, burnt umber, golden yellow, sky blue, deep green, green sky whole, red and sky grey. So there you go.
Yeah, can we see the box art on it? Is there any way of seeing that? It might give us a clue to what the Steam era is.
You can't really zoom in very easily on this. It doesn't really zoom in. It's got like an engineer there.
Steam era. Would that be Victorian type
I don't know.
era?
Maybe they're like close to railway type colours. I don't know, to be honest. So a funny little thing, but it's a nice little paint set. Vallejo paints are really, really nice. It's model colour, so they're nice and thick and opaque. So if you use these in airbrush, you have to make sure you thin them a bit extra.
Cracking paints and model colour.
Absolutely. There's approximately 12 bajillion different colours in the Vallejo ranges, across all the ranges. So if you're a brush painter, absolutely use some Vallejo
Yeah,
paints.
I've done my figures in model colour and they're brilliant. Yeah, nice, and you can really thin them out with water as well to make them nice and opaque.
And if you're painting a specific subject, do make sure, because companies like Vallejo, they do tend to do like a whole mess of different colour sets for specific subjects, like this one, for the Age of Steam. It's like it says naval steam era. There you go. I wonder what Nava meant. Naval steam era. So it's lots of sea and ocean type colours, I guess. But yeah, they do loads of different funky sets that are for specific things. So whatever you're building, have a look and see if there's a Vallejo set for you, because you'll probably find there is if you're doing brush painting. They can be airbrushed, of course, as well, but give them an extra thinning because they are quite thick.
Vallejo. Sorry, I'm just trying to say Vallejo.
As Kevin would say. Do that with the. There you go. That's how you do it.
Item number 3, please.
Cashier number 3, please. Remember, you're contractually obliged to buy item number 3.
Yeah.
Whether you want it or not. It is the Trumpeter 135th Dampflok Motive, or Dampf Locomotive, BR86.
Does that just mean it's slightly moist?
A bit sticky. Remember, this is 135th.
Oh, wow.
135th. That's quite big.
Yeah, I follow a few Facebook groups on railways and things like that just because I do. And somebody was building this, and there's bags of detail in it.
Oh yeah, for a start, it's 135th, which is massive.
Yeah. There was loads of detail on the foot plate and things like that.
Yep.
So
It's 39 centimetres by 12 centimetres. It's quite big.
Yeah.
634 parts. It's a trumpeter, so it's got tons and tons of bits of details. It's got photo etch, one sheet of them. It's got 18 sprues.
Oh wow.
And you don't have to be into railway goodness to be building this, because it's 1/35th scale. So if you're building any kind of World War II diorama, or any kind of diorama in that period,
Or even Dora.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could be towing Dora, couldn't it?
yeah, because it's 1/35th, so it fits with all your military stuff. So you don't have to be a train enthusiast to build this. It can be a
I just,
backdrop
want,
for whatever you're.
I just wondered if they're doing any railway carriages in 1/35th as well, or anything like
don't
that.
know.
Could be build it around a diorama, couldn't you, for a
Well,
railway?
this is it. You could have a 35th scale diorama, Ted, couldn't you, with all the gubbins going on?
Put in a railway station or something like that. The few troops doing could have a troop train or anything like that if you want to do it.
It was manufactured up to 1943, so yeah, it would fit perfectly in any World War II dioramas, because it's a German train. So there you go. So it's the Dampf locomotive BR86, legendary German train, 1/35th. Just keep that in mind, 1/35th. Now, this isn't to do with the theme, but there is a one later on you'll see which can tie in with this, but you'll see in a bit. It's not anything to do with the theme. Next we have more At the Edge of the Universe. Now this is a bit a slightly rude one, so I don't know what to say about this. But
Flesh tones, Ted.
it's a delightful lady.
Flesh tones.
It's a delightful lady with a gun sword umbrella.
And a very tiny hat.
Sword with a tiny hat. It's important about the tiny hat. That's the most important thing, you see. It's the first thing you notice.
It was the first thing I noticed.
Tiny,
Yeah.
tiny hat. To me, she screams Mad Moxie from Borderlands. If you play Borderlands, you'll know who I mean. A little bit of Moxie going on there. Not enough Moxie, but a bit of Moxie. But yeah, it's that same theme as the dwarfy dude. So it's the same thing. So you can have both of these together. They all come from the same storyline. Again, I don't know what the storyline is. But yeah, she's a delightful lady in a delightful skimpy skirt with all the flesh tones that Ted could ever get his hands on. So again,
There's a skill in painting flesh tones.
Absolutely. It's got that sort of Victorian-y steampunk type era going on, isn't it? It's just got that weird... Yeah.
The only thing about the box art, I don't like the fact they've used a real woman's face in the box art. It looks really out of place. It's like...
Yeah.
They kind of photoshopped a real woman's face over that, and it's like... It looks a bit weird. But yeah, that's a brilliant figure, and again, you can see a more close-up picture there. Actually, you can see the face going on. So
I wonder if the hat's pose. I wonder if the hat is molded into the head, or it's you can put it on separately, because it just doesn't look right.
it looks perfect. Trust me. Ted wants it to be even smaller.
Yeah.
Just think of the fun and the highly magnified detail work you could do on them flesh tones, Ted.
Yep. Ted get hours.
Moving on.
Next, so that's the Master Box 124 At the Edge, Irene Leroy. Let's hide on. That should be Steam Planet. I do like James Mate's spelling sometimes. Bless him. Let's hide on the steam plant. What?
You could probably tell how late in the day it was when he would type.
Putting his stocking on a Monday afternoon. So again, it's tenner. It's a tenner. It's a lot of fun painting figures. So if you're trying to get
for £10, you can't argue, can you? I mean,
you want to
go on.
I was gonna say, if you want to get your figure painting practice in, £10 for that. And if it goes wrong, strip it down with Dettol. Start again.
Yeah, it's 24th scale, isn't it? You know, it's a nice scale.
Next up, we have, to tie in with the big train one, we have the Czech Master Kits at 1/35th, 2 German loco crew.
Oh, nice.
Now, keep in mind, this is one of a series. I don't know if they'll be down below. There's actually 3 different sets of locomotive crews in the Czech Master Kits doing different things. So if you do buy that big-ass train, which is really nice on 1/35th, treat yourself to some of these figure sets as well. You've got the shovelly dude there and the bloke with the eggs in the basket or something. Looks a bit like Ted with the flick haircut.
That's either a small shovel, a big piece of coal, or he's been following a horse.
Yeah, it's just did the paint job, isn't it? They are actually. It does actually say here, designed to be used with trumpeted kits, with the Krieg's locomotive but you could put it with the other one as well.
I've just had a thought what you could be doing there. You could have that steam locomotive. You can get a nice fire effect lighting kit to go in the smoke box, and it could lit it all up. And then you could even make some steam out of it. There are ways of making steam. From what you could use model boat kits that will make steam. Yeah, could do all sorts.
But if you do get that train and you get some of these figures, there are 3 of these sets with different figures. So do check out the Checkmaster Kit sets. I only wanted to show one because I can't show 3 of them.
That could be a future build. It could be a railway diorama.
Ted, it's a big model. You've done this before. You know you keep doing this. I'm not doing a big model again.
Yeah.
So that's the Checkmaster Kit.
It's not that big. It's not that big. It's only 1/35.
What, 60? What was it? 40 centimeters.
Yeah.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Let me get my device. I'll show you.
Oh,
I know I'm not
40.
full screen. But it will be
It's
about,
only.
about that
just-
long, Ted.
Yeah, it's
Not
Wider
that
than my
big.
head.
It's about that big, in it, about a foot and a bit.
Yeah, it's smaller than the Titanic, though, Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, by about that much.
Foot
Or
and
about
three-
the size of the
Absolutely.
Titanic. Yeah.
It's 3 times longer than my head is wide.
God, that's a big locomotive then.
It's massive. And last of all,
I don't know. It'll go on one A2 cutting mat, so it'll be easy to film.
last of all, he says, herding cats. Last of all, we have the Games Workshop. Of course, you knew I was going to do a Games Workshop.
We have to. Yeah.
The
I
Caradron
was-
Overlords Archanaut Company, 84.
I was wondering where they want to come in.
Yeah, it's the Caradron Overlords. I don't know if they've got any other vehicles in stock, but these are Age of Sigmar figures. But they've got these brilliant like flying boat things.
Yeah, I've got a few of them in either steampunk
Yeah,
boats.
you've got a few of them. Then kind of steam-powered boats with the they're
Yeah.
brilliant. So there's not much to say about this. Again, it's more little figures, but they are. Look at that. 53mm scale. So very awesome looking. I like the fact they're like dwarfy round shapes as well.
Yeah.
It's all brass and bronze.
Well, this is it. You know, you get all your opportunity to do your metals, don't you? Painting your metals and honing your metal skills. So yeah.
And I know they've got things like some of the floating dirigibles and things like that.
Yeah.
That they come with, because these guys are into their dirigibles.
Mm.
So yeah, if you like a bit of metal painting and dirigibles and things like that, then these are your guys. So you get, what do you get in there? You get 10 dudes. Do you get 10 dudes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. 9 dudes
yeah.
in a league, an Archanaut company.
Yeah, it says there in the corner 10 miniatures, mate.
Does it say that in the corner?
Mm.
In the big numbers, yeah.
In the rather large font, if you scroll down, mate.
In the rather large font. Oh yeah, down in the corner there. Look, see. You can't see my. Oh, you can see my mouse. I'm just not paying attention. Hey, it's hard work doing this, you know. Doing this, I'm trying to be pretty on telly. It's not easy.
Yeah, I bet when you still open the box, you still count them, though, don't you? Even though it says 10 on the box,
yeah.
you take them out of the box and you would count them.
Yeah, is there really, Ted? Yeah,
Oh,
you
there
do.
is,
don't you?
yeah. So there we go. So that's all of them. So I'll go through them quickly again before we say what's in stock. So first of all, we start off with the Master Box 124th Yanis at the edge of the universe. That sort of a dwarf dude with the extra legs. We have the Vallejo model colour set Naval, Naval Steam Era. The Trumpeter 135th Danf Locomotive, Dirty Great Big Train. The Master Box at the edge of the universe Irene Leroy Jenkins. Sorry. We have the Checkmaster Kit's German Loco Crew 135th to go with that Dirty Great Big Train. And last of all, we have the Games Workshop Caharadron Age of Sigmar Caharadron Overlords Archanaut Company. So I shall stop screen sharing, and I shall say, "What's the theme? Go!" And I can't see the chat. Where's the chat? There it is.
No, I did have a guess in the chat earlier, but I don't know whether it is or not. So.
And just confirms that Danf means steam,
Yeah, dump.
so it's a steam locomotive.
Dan Kramer says steam.
Redlen is the first I've got in chat. He says steampunk.
Yes, I was right. I got it
Yes,
right.
Ted got one right, and Ted doesn't even know what steampunk is, but he got it right. Yes, the theme was, of course, steampunk.
Mm.
Do I need to explain it?
No,
No, not at all.
no.
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 Okay.
It was
Everybody
one of
knows what
yours. It's fairly simple. Most people.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows what steampunk is.
Absolutely. I may have used that terminology multiple times in there. It's like,
Yeah, I
it's
know
very
you did. I was
steampunk.
like,
that
yep,
font.
there it is. There we go.
Yeah. I do like them figures though. They're on the list. They are because
What the Masterbox ones?
yeah, I like
those
them.
things,
They,
yeah.
There are. I mean, just for the sake of it, I might as well while I've got it open and I'm not actually.
yeah, have a looky, Lou, mate. There is an appeal to them, isn't there? You know,
Because a lot of people have asked about, how do you get into figure painting, and you can find a lot of expensive figures. Let me just share this. It can be an expensive thing to buy 24 scale figures, especially resin ones. But if you
No, I quite like steampunk.
steampunk.
I quite like steampunk, but I haven't got the brain power to think up things. So
I'll get rid of those.
I'd have to get
close.
a full kit that was steampunk. or
yeah,
something like
I've got that with the Kshatriya build that I started on Steampunk in a
Oh,
Gundam
that's the wrong
set.
one.
And
They're wrong.
yeah,
that was
it's
the wrong
one
one.
of them, mate. It's just got an appeal to it.
Share your own
So-
screen.
I know, I'm trying to. So there's a few in that series. We've shown some of these before. We've got Nati
Yeah.
or Natty, who's like the sort of engineer type. Again, it's all this storyline. I've not studied the storyline, so I don't know what's going on with it. She's very, very nearly wearing things.
Yeah.
I mean, those shoes are not practical, really.
You're getting old.
Of course, I know. The first thing that catches your eye, of course, is her.
You wouldn't do
enormous
welding you
spanner.
wearing that, would you? Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Or her ankles are going to be sore after wearing them, Fox.
I tell you what, that's a cheese cutter. That is. Whew.
Oh, yeah, park your bike, innit?
Yeah, the first thing you notice is a giant, dirty, great big spanner. So
Absolutely.
you've got things like Nati. There's a set. Wow, I like, and I think in this, don't get any information on that at all, but I think you get 3 figures in that. So it's a bit sci-fi, a bit steampunky.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, the whole range of that's just got an appeal, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dan
it's been around
Kramer
for a
says the
while.
same. Dan says the same as me. He says he wishes they made vehicles to go with a figure
Well,
line.
yeah, I thought having a vehicle ghosted in the background of that picture, I thought that vehicle, pardon me, might be available, but
Put
it's,
them more
yeah,
than that.
would be
there's this one.
nice.
Don't
Excuse
even
me.
think about. ... That's again a bit like Moxie, but decent.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few. So yeah, I mean, have a look under the master box. You can remember, if you know the eModels website, you've got your filters up here.
Yeah.
You know, you could put Edge of the Universe, or you could filter through Masterbox. Have a look. There's quite a few figures in there. And if you want a good collection of steampunky sci-fi kind of figures, they're only 10 or 11 quid each. They're 1/24 scale, so they're about this big, and they're really nicely made. So if you want to get your figure painting on, give them a go. They're not going to cost you a fortune, and it's a good way to get your hand in on the figure painting.
It's really good. It's like, yeah, it's Masterbox that make those things like the policeman and the guard, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 So they're
But,
pretty
you know,
good.
1/24 is like that size, so I know because I've got 1/24 scale me. So
Yeah, it's just, I just think they're an interesting little range. If you're in,
Yeah.
you know, want to get into your figure painting, then practice on that sort
Yeah.
of thing. It's cheap as
Before-
chips, isn't it?
before you start buying your expensive resin Verlinden
Yeah.
style figures and things like that, you want to get your painting up to scratch, because there are some beautiful resin kits out there of figures. So, but
Oh,
they're great,
blimey,
like
yeah.
£10 each. You can spend a week painting one figure and get all your
Yeah, if you don't like
glazing.
it, whop it in the dettol, start again, drop
And
done.
they're big enough to be practicing your glazing and your highlighting and your blending and wet blending and things like that. Absolutely brilliant. So give them a go. Give them a go.
Excellent. Yep. Yeah. Well.
So anyway,
well,
Ted, have you vacuum tubed the whatever it was to whoever it was?
yeah, I do have the tube. It's throbbing away in the background. Matron.
It's so wrong.
Throbbing tubes, only from eModels.
Yeah.
Hey, Colin, at least he didn't say that word that you said once on the eModels show.
No,
That would
nobody
be
said
an
that
ecumenical matter. I think I've used every type of
Are you going to
multi-word,
pop your
haven't I?
tube, Ted, and send the prize?
There you
You
go.
take the hamster out first.
Oh, it's right to come back.
Not again. Red Len, you might have a hamster in there as well.
There we go. Yeah, it's on
You've
its
got
way
2
now.
hamsters now.
Yeah. If you get the hamster by mistake, can you send it back?
Feed it first and then send it back.
Yeah. There we go.
We're
Yes.
all idiots, aren't we?
Right, we're getting towards the end of the evening. We've something to give away, haven't we?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We do
Dan
that now,
Cameron
shall we?
says it's an odd mix of steampunk and hard sci-fi designs. There are aliens in it too.
Yeah. We have a Dickensian festival here at Ulverston. It's sort of like coming up to the winter time, and there's a lot of people turn up to that in Steampunk for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's got to
It's
do
that
with
kind of
Dickens or
Victorian
anything
era.
like
It is
that,
a
but-
wonderful look when you see people fully dressed
Yeah,
up in steampunk. It really is a lovely look.
Yeah,
There are some epic things. I once saw a guy doing some steampunk cosplay, and he had a large rifle with the fluted end, and he called it a thunderbus. And I'm like, oh, that's just a great name for a thunderbus.
Yeah,
Oh.
we got a couple that live up the road there. They go for the steampunk cosplay look, you know, and you see them go out walking around dressed up head to toe with this stuff, and it really does look.
It's kind of elegant. It's like a what if.
Yeah, it's got
like
a
alternative
sophisticated.
universe.
Yeah, it's got an alternative elegance to it.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
I think the ethic behind it is what if the Victorians were more advanced than they were when they developed
Yeah.
steam power.
You know, and it's brilliant. You know, I love
like
it.
Steampunk. I like steampunk.
Yeah, I think that's probably the link with the Dickensian festival here in Ulverston. I think that's what it is, the Victorian type. It rolls over into steampunk. So
Yeah.
Because real Victorian life was depressing and grim, whereas steampunk is just fun. So.
It's like an alternative what if, and it was,
What if they were a bit more advanced?
yeah, and as I say, if only I had the imagination to build a steampunk vehicle.
You just get a
or
normal
something
thing
like
and you stick cogs on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you need,
Yeah,
Ted,
that could be-
all you need, Ted, is cogs and tubes. Get
Yeah.
like a box of bendy straws and get Chris to send you a box of watch parts. Done.
it's pretty much what I'm doing with my Gundam, my
Bendy
Kashat
straws is the key for the
Yeah.
for the tubes.
for the
Yeah,
corrugated.
Dan Kramer, Jules Verne, that sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. But
Once
you
again-
can get your inner creative juices flowing with it
Yeah.
because
Like keep in mind that the simple ethos will be take a top hat, put a bendy straw sticking out of it, and then a little cone on top. It's a steam hat.
Yeah.
It's got a little chimney with it. There you
Yeah.
go, done. Make it look like brass. It's all brass. It's all brass and stuff and gold. There you go,
I
steam.
shall go to bed this evening with a sketchbook and a pencil and draw some things before I go to sleep.
Yeah, just
You know
don't Google steamy things on your iPad in bed with Mrs. Ted because that's not going to end well. What are you
wanna
looking at,
see-
dear? I'm just looking up steamy things.
if you want to get some form of steampunk ideas, watch an old film called Wild Wild West with Kenneth Branagh and Will Smith. There's a couple of contraptions in it that are quite steampunky. The film itself is a bit,
Yeah,
but
there's no
the
other
actual
reason. There's no other reason to watch
gadgetry.
that film.
yeah, the gadgetry, because like Dan says, gluing cogs to something without function isn't steampunk.
Yeah,
it's
it needs
just,
to look like it does something.
Yeah,
But it gives you an idea of how you could make something work.
Yeah, there was that other film as well, wasn't there, with the midgets? Oh, can't remember what it's called.
Was that one of your fever dreams, Ted? Because
That was one of his gin fueled.
Yeah, that was one of your
on the
gin,
brewery tour.
gin moments. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of it. Yeah, never mind. Moving on. Yes, before we go for the evening, we've got something to give away. Who's got the giveaway?
I have a giveaway
Young
here.
Christoph has.
You have a chance to win that
Yeah,
that Fox
Panzer
sneakily
Cat
showed
says
you earlier on.
Time Bandits. That was what I was thinking of.
Time Bandit.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can win yourself a pack of 135th American Civil War Union Infantry, set number 2.
Oh, nice.
You could put them on that big German train and it'd look really confusing,
Yeah.
but avant-garde.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not unusual.
So yes, that's what you could have won. It got people in it with guns and swords and things and bayonets, and he's going
I
to
do
throw
like
his pistol
that.
at
I do
somebody
like
by
the
the looks of
hats
it. I'm
that
not
they have
entirely
in
certain.
that era, the wonky little hat. I don't know. I've always liked those hats.
Why is he
That's
throwing his
Jordan.
pistol at somebody? That looks.
I don't know. Why is he? Have you watched Moon Knight?
Not the
If you-
recent
if any-
one.
There's a little bit in Moon. I won't do any spoilers, but a little bit in Moon Knight where the main character comes to in a panic with a gun in his hand and throws it at the bad guy, and this voice just goes, "Did the idiot just throw the gun?" And that's all I can think of when I see that guy throwing his Colt. It's like, why?
Definitely there, isn't it? Maybe he's run out of ammo and that's all he can do. But there we go. So yes, that's what you can win. All you have to do once this is a video, leave a comment on it, basically.
It seems amazing that these were the days when they would just line up in rows and rows and just walk towards the enemy slowly in a big line. And
It was kind of just at the end of towards the end of that kind of period, wasn't it? Just carnage. But,
Yeah.
yes. So if you want to win this, all you need to do, like Chris says, is wait till this stream is finished. Then this will just become a normal video. Give it 5 or 10 minutes after we finish, and just go and put a comment on the video, and then we'll pull a winner week after next. Because we won't be here next week.
Yes, you've got 2 weeks to enter this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's bank holiday next Monday.
Yeah,
again,
we
folks.
won't be here next week again. Yeah.
So put a comment on the video and put a comment about blue. And keep it family
Blue.
friendly. But anything about blue. That's all I can think.
All right. Yeah, that'll do.
Keep it
But
family
by the
friendly.
time we come back in 2 weeks' time,
Yeah, we won't
it'll
remember.
just be make a comment about anything.
Yeah, just put a comment
Why
about
people are putting
more
comments about blue
trees or
things? I've
something,
got
or
no idea.
bananas.
So cool. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so that's it. That we came back briefly for a week, and then we're off again
Bye,
for a
bye.
week. Yeah, bye.
For
So-
those that don't know, if you're not in the UK, we have bank
So-
holidays which are public holidays, and everything's
So
closed and we don't get down.
we really do hope that you do miss us when we're not here, because we miss you, don't we? We do.
Yeah, we miss.
Yes.
Yeah.
We miss you. We miss you all out there.
Dan's asking what the upcoming holiday is, because last week was Easter. That's everybody, I think, isn't it? But this coming one's May Day. I don't know exactly what it's
Yeah.
for. But
We got
it's
another
just-
one though, haven't we, this year? We've got the
Yeah, but-
Jubilee one, haven't we?
We've got an extra one. The end of the month. It's the spring bank holiday, and then it's the Queen's Platinum.
No, the
Jubilee.
spring bank holiday's been moved back a week. That's become part of the Queen's Jubilee thing.
Do we get like a whole week off for the Queen's Jubilee or something?
It's like another
I don't
4-day
know.
weekend or something, though.
What if she can't it before? What happens then? Do they cancel it all?
Then we'll probably just have a funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still get a day off. Then.
You still get a
Yeah,
day off,
you still get day off 'cause it's national mourning, and it'll be state funeral time.
Day off.
That-
Always
And then
good.
you'd
Yeah,
have the coronation, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
then we'll get another day off for the coronation. Yeah, well, we could be on a bit of a roll here, couldn't we?
One of those outcomes is more favourable.
Anyway, yes, we're going to leave it for tonight, and thank you for joining us once again. And we'll see you in not next week after, so 2 weeks' time.
Yep.
When here us in the UK, we're having some holidays. But until
However-
then,
However, it's worth, if you're not already liked and subscribed, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because Ted might be doing some more bits and bobs.
yes,
over the
that's
coming
it.
weeks.
I've been doing bits on the. I've been spraying things
He's
for
been
the.
spraying his bits.
Yeah, they're all bits down here. I've been spraying things ready to do another Titanic live stream. So like and subscribe on the eModels channel down here somewhere is the subscribe button, and click the notification bell, and you'll be updated when any of us do a live stream, because it's not just me doing it. The other guys do them as well. So you can catch up as the Titanic is back on the bench.
But make sure to hit the bell, because if Ted does one next Monday, he can't get James to put a thing on the eModels Facebook page,
Yeah,
because they'll be closed.
that's it.
So Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes it could happen to any of us. We're just in the workshop and we're thinking, I could do a live stream now, or in half an hour. So we'll post live stream, and
Yeah, we just do it randomly, don't we?
Yeah.
yeah,
we don't always have a chance to let
Yeah.
James.
You know, it's like rather than set the camera up, it's actually I could stream this bit because
yeah.
Decaf.
Or we might decide that we come up one evening and we'll do a live stream, but eModels have gone home, so they can't put anything on Facebook and things
So
like
hit
that.
that notification bell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'd normally tell you that there's a live stream going live in some of the other Facebook groups and things like that as well. So
Sometimes
yeah,
we'll
keep
just
an eye.
ninja it and just appear.
yeah, Lynn's saying, "Oh, wish we had bank holidays." I thought you had Thanksgiving and
you
and
get, like-
Independence
some other
Day and
holidays
all
that
of
we don't
that,
Labor
have,
Day,
so-
Independence Day, you get the same
You,
kind of
you
thing.
get your fair share, Lynn. Stop bemoaning us, Brits.
Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll hopefully see you in 2 weeks' time.
Yep.
But until then, have a good one. Have a good holiday if you're on holiday. If you're not, sorry.
You backed yourself into that corner there, Ted, didn't you?
Yeah, sorry. You can have a holiday at another time. But see you next time, Paul. Bye now. Bye.
Adios, amigos.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye. Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.